And by the way, it's on YouTube. This is going up on YouTube. It's going up on YouTube. So YouTube, if y'all not following the Twitch, do that right now. It's going on the second channel. I think it's gonna be my first video on the second channel. So if y'all not following the Twitch, link in the description. Rule number one. Do not look at me different after this story time. Because I promise you, this was a Canon event. And I genuinely feel like every has to go through this in life to get the character development that they need to become the man that they truly want to be. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a bop, falling in love with a bop is a Canon event every life. What else? Some other shit, but that's besides the point. All right, so boom. I was a freshman in college. I just finished my freshman year in college, which was in August. By the way, I graduated senior year 2022. I took a gap year to, you know, do my build a stepping stone with my YouTube. So I took a gap year for that. So after my gap year, coming into college, which was August of 2023, I'm not gonna lie, I came into college on some, you know, on a mindset like, bro, I want the college experience, bro. I'm trying to experience the you know, the whole, bro. You know, like really, I'm trying to experience the whole. I'm trying to see what the college experience that everybody was talking about. Like, what's the hype about? So boom. It's a page where before you go to school, before you go to college, it's the page where you can meet like other freshmen and where y'all can like talk before y'all get to school and shit. So I ain't gonna lie, I was on that page. I was praying and hunting on the incoming freshmen like me that was coming in, cause you know what I'm saying, they gonna be on the same tight time and they trying to, you know what I'm saying, they trying to get the college experience. I can't say her name, so I gotta find her name. We're just gonna call her Bob, you know. But there's other people in the story that's coming along, so I gotta find out a name for them too. But we gonna get to that when it comes. So boom, I came to school on some in August. I met her off the page to where you can find out the other freshmen that's coming. So we was texting, and it was like August. I got there August 25th, and we was texting for about 2 days until I finally seen her. So I seen her at a party August 27th. But I didn't say nothing because, not gonna lie, I do got a little bit of social anxiety with the in person, not gonna lie. But we was texting and we was getting to know each other on some shit to build up to the link. So how the first time I seen her, what she said something to me was, I was walking. It was in the lobby. We was in the lobby in the tower, and I was walking, and that's how I found her, right? So immediately, she was on my on some real shit, like on some no cocky shit. Immediately, she was on my, you know what I'm saying? She said like, I'm a therm and some other. If you don't know what a therm is, do your research. So boom, August 28th is when my roommate got there, because I moved in before my roommate. So August 28th is when my roommate got there, and we still linked in my room. And how do I tell you? This was the red flag number one. This was red flag number one. I literally cracked her while my roommate was in the room with me. The nigga was asleep, but he wasn't asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the mindset. Like, it was portraying that he was asleep, and I cracked her while the nigga was in the room asleep. But she ended up saying like she couldn't get jiggy for real, so we ended up going to her room anyways. But that either way it go, that's red flag number one. The fact that we was still doing some shit while the nigga was in the room sleep. Red flag number one. So, remember, this shit been going on for August, so I don't really remember why I continued talking to her after. Because like I said, I wanted to get the college experience, and I wasn't really trying to talk to nobody and take nobody for it. I was just trying to, you know, crack, move on, next people, you know what I'm saying? On some whole shit. I'll be honest, I was trying to be on some whole shit. So, I was talking to other people, entertaining other people, and this is where I got caught up. Like, because in this story, there's hella shit that we did to each other, but y'all gonna figure out like I wasn't in the wrong in the end. So in the beginning, I was talking to other people, entertaining them. All right, so this is where somebody else coming to play. What we gonna call her? We gonna call her Rory. All right. So I was entertaining this girl named Rory. When I was entertaining her, I ended up getting caught up with the Bop and Rory, because somehow, some way, they start being friends with each other. I don't know how. That camp is big as shit. I don't even, well, it's not that big, but you know, niggas, everybody know everybody. So I ended up getting caught up with Rory and the Bop to the point where that they had a smoke session, and the Bop brought me up to saying that we talk. Shorty, I don't know your last name. I just cracked you while my roommate was there. Why are you claiming that we talked? Like we was on, I knew you at this point. This was like September 8th or something. She claimed that we talked. I knew you for like a week and a half. What the fuck are you talking about? So boom. That's how I got caught up with the Rari girl. Keep her in mind. So now we in September. And my birthday is September 24th, right? If you know, then you know I did a stream on my birthday stream where I was like, I had all my homies in the room and we was on stream, you know what I'm saying? We was on Twitch, we was on stream, and we was streaming. So after my stream, I think I got off stream at like 12 or something. So after the stream, I got off, and then a bot had invited me to like some another like dorm party. Basically what I was doing with my stream, but another dorm party where it was her friends and some other hoes and shit. So I went in there, you know what I'm saying, met some new people. It wasn't really all that. Like I was better off staying in my fucking room. But after the stream, after the party, we went back to my room. Once again, my roommate was there. But this is where I said I was doing some fucked up shit. So while she was in my room sleep, this girl texted me, right? Not Rory. Some other girl texted me, some white girl. And peep game. I have never played in the snow in my life, but I have a homie that loves the snow, and that nigga has given reviews about the snow and said that he recommends it. So peep, I wanted to see what the hype was about. So not gonna lie, did some fucked up shit while she was sleeping in my bed. I got out the bed, I went to the white girl room, and I cracked, right? Left, got back in the bed while she was asleep. She didn't know. Until this is where I'm a dumbass. So September 29th, I was high as shit. We had smoked and we was in her room, and I don't remember what the conversation was, but somehow, some way, I have a list of the I done shit with in my notes. Somehow, some way, I showed her the fucking list, and I have the dates in there. So I showed her the fucking list and the dates, and she seen the date of it, and she was like, "Nigga, was I not with you?" Yes, he was. You got me. I'm sorry. But boom, she kicked me out the room, and I was thinking like, because at this point we was talking for about a month. I didn't really call it talking. I just called it like somebody I was really like spending most of my time with. That's what I was calling it. Spending most of my time with, because I was texting other people, but I wasn't linking with nobody besides, that white girl. Because I just wanted to experience some shit. So she kicked me out, right? And I felt bad for it, because that's not the first time I had done some fucked up shit to somebody that had true intentions for me. You know what I'm saying? Because she was vibing at this point. Like, she had nothing wrong with her. Like, she was cool peoples at this point. So she kicked me out, and I genuinely felt bad. Like, I got in my room, and I was like, damn, I done fucked up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, you know what I'm saying? She was a good person. Why did I do that? I did that because I wanted to get a nut off. Like, I was thinking with my dick on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. So remember Rory? By the way, she ended up forgiving me about doing that, because she had the same mindset. She was like, I'm not her nigga and she not my bitch, so we really don't owe each other no loyalty on some real level shit. Like, we don't really owe each other no loyalty. So after she kicked me out, like, she kind of brushed it off and we started talking again. So fast forward like a week and a half later, it was me, the bop, and Rory. We was in a bop room, and it was a 3-way smoke session, right? It was 3 of us smoking. So I don't know why or what possessed Rory to bring up her getting fucked like a couple days ago, but she was re-watching her sex tape, and she was like, I didn't even realize this nigga was throwing up gang signs while he was fucking me. So she showed the bop the video of her getting cracked, on some weird shit. I guess they was both bops. You know what I'm saying? It's college. What could I expect? So she showed her the sex tape. So the bop said, let me show you mine. We don't have one. So what the fuck are you about to show her? So I guess the bop shows her an old sex tape, and I don't know why I asked to see, but I asked to see because it was old. It was old. So she showed me. I tapped the screen. The fucking date says September 14th. So you telling me you played victim about me cracking a white girl, but you got fucked a week before that? Nigga, like, that was red flag number 2. The bitch was playing victim. And I was, and then that's when I put it together. I was like, so you played victim. I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm just peeping. I'm like, you played victim about me doing something with her. Yet you did some 10 days before that and got fucked. And I didn't know that. Nor you told me. I don't even know who the nigga was. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just nodded my head. And then she realized, like, I seen the date. So she said, it's old. That's just when I saved it. And that's when he sent it to me. Like, she said that was from the first day they got there. Either way it go. You got cracked the first day we got here? Like, what the fuck? So I didn't believe that shit, but I let her think I believe that shit. But my intuition was still telling me, like, bro, like, you just got fucked and you just tried to blame me for doing some shit. But little did I know I was getting a get back that I didn't know I was getting back. That's what happened in September. So once again, we came to realization, like, we're not together. You don't owe me no loyalty. I don't owe you no loyalty. Yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we came together, like, I don't owe you no loyalty. You don't owe me no loyalty. Fast forward, after that, remember that was like, I found that out in like September 28th. So now we're in October. You know, shit smooth, right? Shit smooth in October. But once again, I hold grudges. So I'm thinking, like, you played victim about me doing something, yet you did something before me. There's no way I'm about to take you serious. I'm about to still do my little part, entertain some people. So it was this other girl that I was talking to, not talking to, but I had texted her before we got to school, but we stopped talking. I don't know why. I think I texted her too damn early. I ain't gonna lie, I texted her too damn early. So she had posted some shit about Naruto. Hey, Naruto is the greatest anime of all time. It's the only anime I ever watched too. But she posted something about Naruto, and she had said, like, who wanna watch Naruto and some shit. It was at, like, bro, that shit was at like 2 in the morning. So I slid up. I said, me. Little did I know, I just shot a full course shot and netted that bitch. She said, come over. Literally, she didn't say who, like when, none of that shit. It was just 2 a.m. right now. She said, come over. I'm like, cool. Cool. So I went over there, and how do I tell you? Like, we genuinely watched Naruto. Like, I don't know if it was too late, if I was nervous that she was this, like just let me over. I don't know if I just had some type of syndrome that I get scared around bad hoes, because she wasn't ugly. She was like a solid 8.5. So we genuinely just watched Naruto. Like, I sat there and watched Naruto. Like, I didn't touch her. I didn't touch her at all until, like, yeah, I sold heavy. Not gonna lie, I sold heavy as hell. Like, she told me to come over at 2 a.m. and I didn't apply no fucking pressure. But keep her in mind. Her name, what we gonna call her? We gonna call her Naruto. Okay, we gonna call her Naruto. So boom, keep Naruto in mind. That was in like October 5th. So we in like October 5th. So I don't know if she felt some type of way that I didn't apply no pressure. I don't know if she thought that I thought she was catfish or nothing. Cause, like, not gonna lie, being in that room from her perspective, it looked like I didn't want no parts with her. It looked like I was like weirded out, or like I wasn't fucking with her at all. But that was not the case. I was just nervous. So we stopped talking for real. We stopped talking, and she's out the equation. So fast, but she gonna come back. So keep in mind, Naruto's out the equation for right now. We in like October 5th. So fast forward to like October 20th. October 20th, I was at school and some shit happened at home to the point where I had to go back home. So I had to go back home, and mind you, me and the Bop are still on talking terms. Like, we're like still quote unquote, like, this, like, I'm spending literally almost every day with her. Like, damn near every day with her, bro. Like, y'all gotta think, like, I'm not trying to say this was my bitch, but this was technically my bitch. You know what I'm saying? So some shit happened to the point where I had to go back home. And when I went back home, uh I don't know if this was just crazy timing, but some shorty that I did something with in like July 2022, we didn't crack or nothing, but I did something with her. Wink wink. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up texting me the day I went back home. I don't even know how the fuck she knew I was home. But I didn't crack her in July 2022. So I'm thinking, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? This is my time to redeem what I fumbled back then. Once again, I told y'all I was doing some. I from my perspective, I was genuinely fucking over this little girl emotions that she had for me. So, shorty, we gonna call her CJ. So CJ, that sounds like a nigga name, but I promise you, if you, so we gonna call her CJ. So I ended up pulling up on CJ October 20th. So I ended up pulling up on CJ. I'm at home. And once again, I cracked CJ. Pause. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. So I cracked CJ, and this is where it gets weird again. This is where it gets weird again. So that was October 20th. We gonna say like October, the week after, literally the week after, right? Peep. The week after, I'm scrolling through TikTok. I see a TikTok say, I forgot what the TikTok said initially, but I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put a screenshot up on it. But I think it was something along the lines of you getting jiggy in them twin size beds, something like that. So I go to the comments. This one TikTok had the repost button, and you can add a comment to the repost button. So I go to the comments. I see the bop in the comments reposting it. She said, all up in Patterson getting busy. If you don't know what Patterson is, bro, the campus I'm on has three main buildings next to each other. Stevenson, Grant, Patterson. So her reposted comment said, getting busy all up in Patterson. Bitch, I live in Stevenson. Who the fuck are you getting busy with in Patterson, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who, what the fuck? And then I'm thinking like, this probably the nigga who's in the video. No! The nigga who's in the video in the beginning lives in Grant. Who the fuck is in Patterson? So this is a third nigga. This is a third nigga. So him, the third nigga, we gonna call him, all right, bro, we just gonna call him Pat. Yes, I literally just said that. We gonna call him Pat. So I sent her the screenshot of the TikTok, and I'm like, yes. Hold on, Aaron. Hold on. So I sent her the screenshot of the Patterson. I mean, of her reposting. I just sent her the screenshot. I said, "Who's you all up in Patterson with?" She said the nigga name, and then it clicked because I didn't know who the nigga was at first. So it clicked. She said the nigga name. So I did a callback because I heard her bring this nigga up before. So this was her ex over the summer, and this was also somebody she showed me saying that like. She asked me, do she have a type? She showed me like some niggas that she used to talk to, and she asked, do she have a type? She has a type. I promise you. That nigga slight resemblance me, bro. That shit's weird as hell. So I'm like, you brought this nigga up before. You know what I'm saying? So we went home on the same weekend, one weekend. That's when I found out. So I'm like, when did you have time to do that type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you go over there? She talking about the weekend you went home. So I see that whenever I'm not around, you gotta find some other nigga to entertain or some shit. Like, bitch, you can't be alone. You can't be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So she like, I'm sorry. I know I'm in the wrong. This is 100% my fault. This like the second time I done something to you. Mind you, she don't know that I cracked CJ. She don't know that. So I literally can do what she did and play victim. I swear to God, I have the opportunity to do the same thing she did to me the first time and play victim and act like I didn't do nothing. So she says, can we talk about it? Can we smoke? Can we come talk? Can you come talk about it? So my dumb ass gets possessed by the weed. This was also the time where I just started smoking for real. Like, I didn't start smoking for real till like when I got to school. Like, I used to smoke over the summer and shit occasionally, but I didn't start smoking for real until I got to school. So this bitch bribed me with weed, gang. So my dumbass pulls up on her, and I pick her up, and I'm driving to the park, to an empty parking lot, and I try to hit she didn't catch on to this. So I try to hit her by playing A Boogie Like Me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me doing 30 things, think it's okay. She didn't catch that at first. So I pull up, I park. She started talking about like how I went down and shit. So I restart the song. She like, why you restart the song? I'm like, you know this song? She was like, no. So I'm like, listen to it. The lyrics start playing. She like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, bitch, you weren't the only one getting busy over that weekend. You know what I'm saying? My dumb ass confesses about cracking CJ to the point where now she's like, oh, so we're even, so it don't even matter that much. Once again, my mindset, I'm like, this is not my bitch. I don't owe her no loyalty. She don't owe me none, so it doesn't matter for real. So once again, we're at like 2-2. The score is even. We both just fucked each other up, you know what I'm saying, on some shit. So once again, We brush that shit off, act like nothing happened, gang. So we start back talking on some more cool terms and shit, bro. I still don't know why I did that dumbass shit, bro. I should have left that bitch where she stood right there. That was my fuck up, bro. That was my bad, bro. I don't know why I done that dumbass shit, bro. Man, oh man. So now we're in like November. Y'all don't look at me weird. Don't look at me weird. So boom. She texted me. She says we need to talk. You already know when this could be for a female or a nigga. When somebody texts you we need to talk, some fucked up shit is about to be said. So we go in a little lounge room. It's like a break room where like you can lock the door and talk. So she asked me. She says, "Did you use a condom when you fucked CJ?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Did you use a condom when you fucked the white girl?" I'm like, "Yeah." The condom broke twice when I fucked the white girl. That's not my fault though. So she says, "So how do I have chlamydia?" What? Nigga, what? 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 What do you mean? She says, you need to go get checked because I think the white girl gave it to you when the condom broke. What? What? Or no. No, I'm like, excuse me, no bitch. You need to go get checked because maybe Pat gave you the chlamydia. She's talking about we used the condom. I don't fucking know that. So mind you, now I'm in the midst of wondering who the hell gave me the claps. Her or the white girl? Because I know it wasn't CJ. I know for a fact it wasn't CJ. Because how do I tell you? CJ made me tap out in like 5 minutes. So I didn't even have time to, get busy for her for real. But that's besides the point. So now I'm like confused on who just gave me claps, bro. Like, real shit. Like, what the fuck? I still, not gonna lie, still to this day, I don't know who gave it to me. And at that time, I didn't really give a fuck who gave it to me. I just didn't want the shit no more. So I end up, getting checked out. They said I had it. They gave me the shit for it. Boom, it erased it. I don't got it no more. Didn't have it no more after like a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? But just wanted to throw that out there. Like, that was crazy work that she tried to accuse the white girl for giving it to me, or not taking accountability for saying that Pat could have gave it to her. Because genuinely speaking, I dead ass think Pat gave it to her. Because that nigga was on some whole shit too, more than me. That nigga was fucking hella bitches. So I genuinely think she gave it to me. But she must have found an excuse to say that she did it, and it worked because I had no true evidence that she gave it to me or the white girl. Because once again, the condom broke with the white girl, so she could have gave it to me too. So boom. So now, after the chlamydia shit gets out the way, we are back on good terms, you know what I'm saying? No Pat in the picture, no white girl in the picture, no CJ in the picture, no Naruto in the picture, no nigga that was in the sex tape in the picture, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? We cool. We cool. Until I don't know how or why I started talking to this girl. Not the Bob. It was some other girl named, what do we call her? What do we call her? Oh my god, there's so many characters in this goddamn story. We gonna call her Kai. We gonna call her Kai. So I start slight texting this girl named Kai. Once again, I don't remember how. I think she must have liked my story and I pursued it. I like start texting her. I start texting her on some calm shit. Like, I wasn't linking her because she gave me slight backdoor vibes. Like, she was always into it. She was hella messy. Like, she was like nigga crazy. I don't want to say nigga crazy, but she was talking to other niggas. Like, I knew other niggas that already cracked that. But so I'm thinking, this is gonna be easy kill. This is gonna be easy kill, right? So I was talking to Kai and I was supposed to link her someday. I forgot when I was supposed to link her, but I didn't end up going through with it because I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do no more fucked up shit to the Bob, because like we was both like agreeing to cool down and just like be chill with each other. Like, we was coming to good terms, so I didn't want to really do nothing with her for real, with Kai for real, because I wanted to give respect to the Bob. So boom, one day I was with the Bob and we was going to her room. And we get out the elevator, and I see Kai. We got an elevator and I see Kai. She look at me. She say, I'm like, yo, you couldn't have played that shit cordial, gang. So we walk past her. We get in the room. She said, so you talked to somebody on my floor? A little bit, but not really. I'm like, her, nah, I just met her at a party and we was just, we was laughing. We was just cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was just on some cool shit. No, I wanted to bend her backwards, nigga. But I just told her, I'm like, nah, we was just cool and shit. So now I'm really like, damn, now I really can't link this bitch for real. She lives on the same floor as her. So now I really, can't do nothing for real. So with Kai, once again, I don't know if she got the same type problem I got, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I have some type of obsession with like females that I know I can pull, but they try hard to get. So I ended up I started slightly decreasing from texting Kai. Like I was just like giving her the bare minimum of a conversation to the point where she was wondering like why did I just start acting weird all of a sudden? Cause she genuinely wanted to crack me too, but I knew I couldn't do it because they live on the same floor. That's crazy fuck up. And I know I didn't want to leave the bop yet because how do I tell y'all, bro? That throat that she had was lethal. Like that was something I could not give up yet. So I didn't pursue with the Kai, and I guess she felt some type of way to the point where Kai had her roommate was friends with the bop. So the bop went over Kai room while she was in there, but not for her, but for her roommate. So Kai texted me. She was like, "Yo, girlfriend in here." I already know who she's talking about, but once again, not my girlfriend. And literally, I wish I still had this screenshot, but the bot texted me and said, your girlfriend is in the same room as me too. They literally both text me talking about each other. What type of psychological shit is that? So they both text me talking about each other. I'm like, oh my God. I just hope these niggas don't say shit about me or to each other. But what Kai ended up doing was she was making comments under her breath in front of the bot. You know what I'm saying? She was like saying like LOL or some shit like I'm dead and some shit like that, doing petty shit to her. But once again, it really wasn't my fault because I never linked with her or did nothing with her. Like all the interactions I had with her was strictly friendly interactions. And I guess she just did all that shit out of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That I was giving my attention to the bot instead of her. But once again, I really had no choice. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't let the throat get up. I mean, I couldn't get a throat up. But little did I know, Kai had better reviews. Like I heard that she know what she doing. So I don't know if I made the wrong decision or not, but you should have showed up and got the threesome. Hold on. That didn't happen, but hold on. Well, I ain't gonna lie, that shit not important, so I just tell you now. It was to a point where that almost happened, where I asked, the bot wanted me to ask Kai if she wanted to do a threesome, but Kai said no because she said that the bot was not experienced as she was, and she said she would break her ass. I swear to God, that was her exact words. She said, "I will break that little girl." So yeah, I couldn't do the threesome. So one of them was down with it, the other one wasn't. So either way it go. So fast forward, that was in November where Kai was doing the petty shit. And the bop, I guess, felt some type of way and assumed that I did something with her. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna assume some shit too. If a nigga got a problem with me about a girl that I talk to, I'm gonna assume that like, nigga, you must be mad because I'm crushing the coochie that you be crushing. So I guess from her perspective, it did look like I was doing something with her, but I wasn't. I was genuinely on some, on some calm shit. Like I was genuinely respecting her by not doing what I could have done the other two times, and that was crack somebody. So it was one time where me and the bot was smoking in her room, and her roommate had came in with her boyfriend, and she was like, "Why you give my friend in some drama?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She talking about you got her in some mess with Kai. I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said she told me that she was saying some petty shit to my roommate, and it's all because of you because you want to talk and entertain other people. I'm like, hold on. First off, you're not about to press me like I know you. Because I don't know you at all. So why are you coming towards me? So I say, I be entertaining other people? Did she tell you how? I swear to God. I said, did she tell you how? Didn't even get to say another word. The bop cussed me off. She said, I think it's time for you to go. Excuse me? Excuse me. So you telling me that you telling people that I'm only in the wrong? You know what I'm saying? You telling your roommates, and I know she told her friends this shit too because they was saying shit to me too, but that shit wasn't important. This would rub me the wrong way. That she just kicked me out when I tried to explain that I wasn't the only one in the wrong. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just nod my head like, okay, I see what type time you on. You love to play victim and think you always right. So from her roommate perspective, she don't know shit that she done did to me. She don't know about the two other niggas she just let crack. But she only know the roommate only know that I'd be doing shit. So I'm like, cool. But once again, I just brushed it off because I was always supplied with free weed and fire head. You know, sometimes that's all a nigga want. So once again, brushed it off. So now we're in December. So in December, this is where Naruto comes back into play. I must have seen Naruto one time, like after we linked, but it wasn't like in the room. Like I seen her like walking around and shit, and I was talking to her. I ain't gonna lie, it was the day I had got drunk for the first time ever. That shit is ass. 0 out of 10, never getting drunk again. But not gonna lie, I think if I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't have pursued how I did. So it was one day I was drunk and I was talking to Naruto and I was like applying hella pressure, bro. Like I was like, I was saucing her up to the point where she was like, come back over sometime. So in December, I went over there again and we was smoking and I this time I started to apply some more pressure. So we didn't really do nothing but watch Naruto again, but this time like we had some more physical touch to it. I didn't I didn't crack or nothing. We just had some physical touch to it, on some like level 2 shit, you know what I'm saying? But keep her in mind. I went over that's probably the second time I went over there and spent the night. We're in the so now one day I'm hooping, bro. I'm hooping in the gym, right? And Pat comes up to me. He say, "What up, gang? You know we Eskimo bros?" What the fuck did you just call me? Nigga said, "You know we Eskimo bros." I'm like, I just shook the nigga hand and laughed. But one, I had to remember what the fuck an Eskimo bro was. So I'm like, this nigga just had the courage to come up to me, shake my hand, and call me his Eskimo bro while I'm still laying up with Shorty. What? What? You know how that makes me look? Do you know how that shit makes me look, gang? If you don't know what an Eskimo bro is, bro, screenshot. Yes, that's insane. That shit is crazy. So boom, that threw me off. That shit threw me off, bro. So this is where I asked her. I told her, I ain't gonna lie. If you know, you know. If y'all ever heard the saying, like, you don't know if you love your girl till you cheat on your girl. And by that means like you don't know if you love your girl until you cheat on her, because if you cheat on her, then you feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, like, can we see other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't date or nothing, but I asked her, can I what are our boundaries? Like, am I allowed to, entertain and talk to other people? She said, go ahead. Shit, that's all you have to tell me. That's all you have to tell me. Get me the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but she said, can I do it too? If that's what I had to do to fucking go see somebody else, then go be it. Go be it. But the thing is, she didn't go with Pat or the nigga that was in the sex tape. Here's a third nigga that come into place. We're gonna call this nigga, we're gonna call him Quan. The nigga was a slight Quan clone. He was a slight Quan clone. So when I asked to see other people presence, like I wasn't really like, it was on some like 1-2 times thing just to see if like we caught a vibe with other people, because we had like some bumpy interactions to the point where it was like, is this really what we want to do? Like, do we really want to take each other serious, or like, can we catch a better vibe with other people? I use that as an excuse to go talk to Naruto, because Naruto, she had morals. Like, I linked her like 3 times, didn't crack, didn't do nothing, was just on some level 2 physical interaction, like on some kissing and other shit. It went like not even head, bro, like on some kissing and So I'm like, bro, she got morals. Like, I like that. Once again, I told y'all, like, I don't know. I like females that like to play hard to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she was playing hard to get or she genuinely like had morals and was like, scoping me out until like she let me crack. But I love that shit. Shorty let me crack first night while my roommate was in there. Once again, I shouldn't have took her serious after that shit, bro. But so I initiated the I don't want to call it a break, but I call it I initiated the being up in other people's presence. So I did that on purpose so I could go talk to Naruto. So I could catch a peacer vibe with Naruto and you know, scope the scene out like if I would rather be with her, like be up laid up with her or with the Bob. So I don't know what it was, bro, but that shit just went so wrong. Like I went over there and like I could not breathe because she do hair and I got asthma. So she must have like some hella air chemicals in her room and I could not breathe in that bit, bro. Like I did not want to be there. And I don't know. It was something that smelt a little off. It wasn't her, but it was something in the room that smelt a little off that I could not stay there, bro. Like I literally left at like 6 in the morning. I did not go to sleep. And then so I'm like, that gotta be God telling me something, you know what I'm saying? She not for me. Maybe, you attract what you are, bro. So I had to come to like self-realization that maybe I'm a bot myself and I attract bots, bro. Like I just gotta deal with what I got, bro. So I try to text her. I'm like, let me come over. She say, no, I got company. Yo, this bitch is ego the fuck out of me. So she just tells me it's her friend, but not gonna lie, reality speaking, I already knew it was the nigga Quan, the Quan clone that was over there. And I know I just fumbled with Naruto and some shit. So now, not gonna lie, I'm like all alone. I'm like all alone. So boom, this is when I realized like she's been like sending me off and ghosting me to be laid up with the Quan clone. So I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not about to do this. I'm about to. I gotta cut her off some way. So I ended up like smoking one more time with her, and I had to talk. And I was like, bro, like I'm not about to sit here and do this with you. Like this shit's like the toxic shit not for me. I don't know why I'm allowing you to be with other niggas and I'm laid up with you most of the time. Shit's dead. I guess she was like, why do you get to cut me off and you doing the same shit? Because I don't got nobody to fuck with now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got backup, my backup not letting me crack. So I gotta do something. I don't know how I ended up doing it, but I left and I left my fucking AirPods. I left my AirPods and she kept my AirPods hostage for like 3 days. She was not letting me get them back. But somehow I got them back. I successfully cut her off, right? I successfully cut her off and she literally sent me a picture of this nigga laid up with her. That shit didn't affect me in no type of way, but it was just like, okay, congratulations. You act like I can't go do the same. Like it's not hard to find another female. Like I'm in college. I just didn't want to do the time to text somebody new. Like that shit was like that shit was time consuming. I did not have the time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she sent me a picture of that nigga like laid up with her on some shit. And then this is where the story gets great. This is where the story gets great. So boom, she sent me the picture of the nigga laid up with her. And she was like, this is who my company been. I already knew that. Like, you didn't it wasn't hard to find out by company and your friend that it was a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already knew you was laid up with a nigga. I guess she thought she lied to me, but I like once again I already knew that. So I was thinking like, if she lied to me about that, lied to me about that, lied to me saying the video was old of the first time the sex tape. Mind you, she put that on her grandma's grave that she saved it from the nigga. How do you lie on your grandma's grave, gang? Like that shit's weird. So that's the second thing she lied about. Then she lied. Well, she didn't really lie about it, but then she did some weird shit, laying up with the nigga Pat. So I'm like, I want to find out what else she lied about. So I remember Pat must have texted me on some shit. He asked me like, "What's your role with the bop?" Like, cause I want to make sure I play my role right. Like he was asking me like, "What are me and her?" to see if he can play his role right with her. You know what I'm saying? So I just told her like we just cool. I didn't tell her like I didn't tell the nigga that I was laying up with her every day. I literally told the nigga like we were just cool. She just somebody I cracked, so he could like still do what he do with her. Because once again, I don't owe no loyalty for her. I just wanted to see if like she had self conscious like why am I fucking with two niggas at the same time? But mind you, we both was doing the same shit. So I wanted to figure out what else did she lie about. So I texted Pat, I said, where's the screenshot? Hold on. Give me a minute. I can pull this up because I have this shit. I'm not going to pull up the screenshot, but I have the videos of me. Found it. Not going to lie, y'all. We're gonna watch. These aren't screenshots. These are like me talking. So we're gonna watch all of these. It's probably about like 8 minutes long, but it's gonna be better than me telling it now because the videos are me telling it right after it happened, so I remember everything vividly. Here we go.
No bullshit.
All right,
100% story time of the year. Sit and listen. All right, so
Here we
boom. We gonna act like y'all know how my life been going. I was talking to this girl because I didn't even spend a night. We smoked, bro. That was it. And then
I'm talking about Naruto. Right? Talking about Naruto.
So yesterday,
here we go.
I get a text saying come over. Like, why do you want me to come over? Like, bro, didn't we just stop talking? But you know what I'm saying?
When I told her, like,
I'm gonna come over. I dead ass don't remember why I came over. So boom, I go over there and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I here? What do you want from me? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I get in the room. What am I here for? What the hell do you want from me? So she begins to say, during them 4 days, it was somebody else here.
Like, I didn't know that.
All right, you know what I'm saying? You had the privilege to do that same way I did. There's no problem with that. Once again, why am I here, though? It wasn't the same. That nigga wasn't you.
That's what she said. Bro? I forgot
So,
about
boom. As I'm getting ready to leave off that dumbass shit, her roommate and her boyfriend come in.
That's what I said.
Her roommate come in, and she say, why you put my friend into some drama? I'm like, what are you talking about? So, I'll be honest. It's somebody else on her floor that I was texting, but it was nothing serious, nothing crazy. So, the girl that I was texting, her roommate is friends with the girl that I actually talked to. So, the girl that I actually talked to went in the girl room that I was texting, and the girl that I was texting seen her come in the room and was like, you know, making comments and shit. Not to her, but, you know, under her breath and shit. So that's what her roommate was talking about. So I'm like, I'm playing dumb. I'm like, what drama you talking about? She was like, why you got her saying I'm dead around my friend? So I'm like, okay, that's one. Why are you telling other people
facts?
The shit that
why are you
that
telling
we
other
do,
people our
like
business?
Our business type shit. But mind you, some nigga at the gym came up to me and was like, what up, gang? We Eskimo bros now. If you don't know what an Eskimo bro is, bro, that's another nigga who know that y'all fuck the same girl, right? So I'm like, I say to her roommate, you know, a nigga came up to me and said we Eskimo bros. She immediately said, her roommate was like, what? And she said, the shorty I was, who had somebody come up to me talking about something, yeah, it's no more, we have no more time to talk. It's time for you to go.
Weird shit,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
exactly what I just said.
I just needed that weird shit to acknowledge the weird shit. We're done, you know what I'm saying? So I text her. I'm like, bro. No, she texted me. She said, I forgot my AirPods. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna come get them. Don't be a weirdo. She say, no. The fuck you mean, no? Nigga,
my AirPods.
She said, you gotta fuck me for it.
Oh, whoa! I don't remember that. Whoa! She probably did say that, but I don't remember. Yo, what the fuck?
I swear to God, I'm not. This true story. She said you gotta fuck me for it. I said okay. Yo, I'm not about to fuck this.
What the fuck?
So tomorrow, which is today, I go over there, I get my AirPods and I leave. That was it. I didn't say a word. I got my AirPods and I left. Like, bro, that shit's weird, bro. You're a weirdo. She texts me. She say, so we really done talking? You know what I'm saying? I just like the message. She just spamming me type shit. Couple hours go by. I get fried. I'll be honest. I get fried. She say she horny. We can fuck one last time, right? That's my mind. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm a changed man, bro. I'm following God. So that's the devil telling me go do it, bro. God, like, don't go do it. So I'm like, I need a reason not to go do it. So guess what I did?
Guess what I did?
Guess what I did? Hold on.
Guess what I did?
Now that y'all caught up, this is where the story starts fucking with me, bro. So I'm like, I don't want to go fuck her, bro, but I'm horny, so I need a reason not to. So I go text the nigga who told me we Eskimo bros. I say, I'm going to read the message and I'm also put them on the screen. I say, I got a weird question, but real question. He say, what's up? I say, how many times you fucked blank since we've been here?
The bop? How many? That's the question I asked. I said, how many times did you fuck the bop since we've been here?
You ain't got to answer if you don't want to. He say, me and her was messing around before we even got here. I'm like, I know that. I said, that's why I said.
They was over the summer. That's her ex from over the summer.
That since y'all been on campus. He say, I don't know for real. It's been here and there until November 4th. That was the last time. Mind you, I already know that they fucked November 4th. This is not my girl. I do not care what she do. Just don't lie to me, though. This is the whole moral of the story is just don't lie to me, right? So when she fucked him November 4th and I found out, I'm like, is that the only time y'all fucked since we've been here? She said yes. So I'm like, so it's been for sure more than once since we've been here though. My fault for being in your business, but we stopped talking. I just want to know how many times she lied to me. This nigga said, nah, if you want the full story for real, I got you. So me and her was together when we got here and some shit happened and she started being weird. I'ma just guess during that time she was talking.
They was together when they got there. Nigga, I cracked her the second day. What?
Talking to you a good little minute. She was messing with both of us and then we found out and shit.
Third day, my bad.
I said, nah, here's the fucked up thing. She has an ex that lives next door, right? Keep in mind.
Oh, I forgot to say that the nigga that was in the sex tape the first time was also her ex. So Pat, her ex, and the nigga that was in the sex tape is also her ex. So she told me that the nigga that was in the sex tape was the nigga that she dated when they got here. So I don't know if she lied about that or that she was dating both of them niggas and then let me crack. So she was cheating on both of them niggas with me and with each other. But yeah, that she had hella shit going on. But anyways,
the ex that lived next door, I'm not gonna say his name, but his name start with a C. So I was like, y'all was together when y'all got here? She told me she was going out with her other ex, C, the one who lived next door to her when we got here, and that they broke up on the first day. Because first time I fucked her was August 29th, and then I found out she fucked him September 14th, and that's when I realized I can't take her ass serious. Then I was like, and she told me she only fucked him once and you once, but who knows how many times she fucked him too. He was like, yeah, I just found out about bro. When I found out about you, she came to see me with bro jacket on. Then he was like, yeah, me and her was together at least the whole month of school. Damn near the first 2 weeks of school, she was in my room though. I said, nah, that shit crazy. How I found about this nigga is not y'all business because it leaks her and shit. And even though this bit need to be exposed, but look, I was like, this is how I found out about you, and I sent the screenshot how I found out about him. And I was like, how many times?
How I found about goddamn, how I found out about him. I'm talking about the TikTok video, the TikTok video.
Do it. Her exact words was that night was the only time since we've been in school. He said, nigga, I was off acid. And I asked her a question about it. She said, you want to know the truth? And told me her ass got bold with me. But she said, y'all, which is me, only smoked and shit. But I already be knowing.
This bitch. I mean, I'm trying not to use the B word so much. This beautiful, intelligent, terrific, caring human told him that me and her are only smoke buddies. Nigga, what? And mind you, we're only in December of this story. This shit goes on until May. So let's just keep going.
I was like, no way she said we only be smoking. I did everything with this bitch, bro. I did everything with this bitch. She said no way. I said no way she said we only be smoking. I was like, this little bitch grimy. He was like, nah, for real, but it is what it is. Hold on, there's more. All right, this is where now y'all all caught up. He was like, nah, but for real, it is what it is. And then she said she'll only hit the line when she wanted to smoke with you. I knew immediately y'all was fucking. It's the fact she thought she was doing something that blew me. I was like, oh God, because the way I found out she fucked, damn, I just forgot the screenshot, say the nigga name. All right, the way I found out she fucked Cam was because it's hella Cams, it don't matter. On God, the way I found out she fucked Cam was because I seen a sex tape and it said September 14th. Shorty gonna lie and say that's when I saved it, but it actually happened August 26th. Then I pressed her ass into telling me the truth, and she told me it was really September 14th. She a horrible ass liar. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, my intuition's strong as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, tonight, bro, this is not even it, bro. All right, so look, that's me and bro conversation, right?
Now, I sent her these screenshots and sent it to her, right?
All right, now here's where it start getting to be fucked up. So this is where I sent her.
Here's where it starts getting effed up, man.
Now here's where it
start getting
to be fucked up. So this is why I sent her the screenshots. You know, me and that nigga had our conversation. I finally realized I brushed the devil off me.
Why?
God gave me the reason not to go over there, right? So she say, y'all weird. I'm like, so was you lying? No, So she say, y'all weird. I'm like, so was you lying? No, I wasn't. So he lying. Yes. Then she said his name as is delusional. If I didn't delete the messages, I swear to God I could show you everything on my life.
Why are you deleting messages? You know what I'm saying? You talking about if I didn't delete the messages, you could show me everything. What was your reason on deleting the messages? You had something to hide if you deleted the messages, or you're claiming that you deleted the messages because there's shit in the messages that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall, you just can't outlie a good liar. Like, nigga, I am like a level prestige type of liar. You just can't outlie me. I see past every lie, bro. Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Life. I can have friends send you shit too. He trying to make it seem like I'm a dirty bitch. He was eating my coochie. So everything he said was a lie. But that's even weird. You went back to text him too. I did tell him we was only smoking though.
How was that weird that I went to text a nigga? It's weird that I wanted to find out what I was being lied to about. You know what I'm saying? So here's where it get weird, bro. Here's where it get weird, bro. Here's where it get weird, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, you probably are reading the screenshot before I even read it. So this is why I say I asked him since we've been here. Meaning I asked him since we've been at school how many times you fucked him, because you said once. Since we've been here, he said from here and there. Here and there is not fucking one time. She said I lied. Okay, I did lie about a lie. I'm laughing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing like, duh, dumbass. I knew that. I'm like, hell no. This bitch said my body count 8 to be honest.
Yo, chat. Y'all probably like, okay, she told you her body count was 8. Nigga, she told me her body count was 3 when I met her, gang. What? 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 Bro, how do I tell you on everything I love? I looked, bro, I promise you, I was probably, bro, the way I remember exactly how I read this shit, bro. On my life, I was standing up, I was standing up reading this shit. I read my body count 8 to be honest. I said, no. My fucking body dropped, gang. I'm like, bro, what? I have never been lied to like that before in my life. You just told me your body count's 8 when you first told me it was 3. Who are the other 5 niggas you was cracking?
She told me her shit was 4.
Yeah. Oh, 4. Same shit.
Since the first day we met, I was the 4th one. She told me I was the 4th one.
Oh yeah, I was the 4th one. So yeah, she told me it was 3. I was the 4th one. Yes.
It's either you lied or you was gaining. So I'm like, I see why you finding God, because you was definitely going to hell. I said that before I read the my body count 8. That's why I'm like, yo, what? She talking about things been happening. I'll be honest, bro. I'm about to start reading the Bible, bro. Like, I need to seek God after this, bro. Like, I'm about, like,
bro, she really put me through like a mental, like, different perspective of life, bro. Basically, she was saying that when she met me, her body count was 7. And she lied and said it was 3. So all her bodies are from home. But either way it go, whether you gained bodies while you was talking to me, you lied and told me your body count was 3. Why are you portraying the image of somebody you're not? Be who you are. At least, like, I love honest thoughts, bro. Like, you can't be a lying thought. You know what I'm saying? If you a thought, be loud and proud and honest about that shit. Because a thought can never hide her true identity. You know what I'm saying? I've been through the whole phase. I know all the signs of a bop. So once I see a bop, I know a bop because I was a bop. You know what I'm saying? You can't lie to me, bro. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, that was in December. Remember, that was in December. And in December, as you know, if you're in school, that's when winter break happens. So before winter break, we had one last talk, right? We had one last talk about winter break. And that was like, over winter break, we're like gonna agree to like strictly like be friends on some shit. Like, we're not gonna like really take each other as serious as we was, because clearly it's not for us. We keep doing shit with other people. We're gonna like be friends, right? That was the agreement. Literally, the first day we got home from winter break, we was on FaceTime, and I had answered the phone, and I was like, "Guess where I just came from?" I was like, "Guess where I just came from?" She said, "From where?" I was like, "Just from getting my sucked." I was strictly trolling. Like, that did not happen. That was the first day we got back from. That was the first day we got home. I had no time to do that shit. Like, I unpacked. You know what she told me? She said, "Wow, we really are alike. Cause I just got some head too." She was not trolling. She was not trolling. Like, what? How the hell do you manage to get home that quickly and find a nigga to spread your legs for. That shit is beyond me, gang. But once again, I couldn't do nothing about it because it wasn't my girl, bro. This is where the story gets weirder. It was already weird. It gets weirder, bro. I promise you, the story just gradually gets weirder. I don't even think it was like, I think we was in like winter break, and once again, even after the agreement on being strictly friends and not entertaining, like, I mean, like being strictly friends and not doing nothing as much as we was on an intimate level, we didn't really like abide by that strict, I mean, by that rule. Like, she was the first person I ever let in this room. Like, the first female I ever let in this room. Like, I ain't never let nobody in my house for real, bro. Not even for real. Like, nigga, I don't let girls come over, bro. I don't like letting people know where I live. Like, genuinely, she was the first female to ever lay in my bed. So I literally told her that. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Even after the nigga gave her head and some more shit, you know, once again, like I said, I found God, and God was telling me, you know what I'm saying? You attract what you are. So I'm like, bro, maybe Shorty is like, you know, for me. I hate saying that shit because that was the dumbest shit I could think about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I was just genuinely lusted by that throat or what it was, but I was still taking her serious. Like, I was not linking with females over winter break as much as I could have been. Like, she was the only female I linked with over that winter break until I got a call from my homie, right? Mind you, the story time that I just played, I posted that in my spam on my second account, and people was asking me about it. Like, they was like asking me like who she is and some shit. And I didn't tell nobody except for my homie. I didn't even tell him. I just showed him a picture of her, and her face was like halfway in it because I deleted everything of her when she lied about her body count. So her face was halfway in it, so he didn't even really see who she was for real. But he called me, and it was like, this was like 2.5 weeks in a winter break after she came to my crib, after I met her parents and some shit. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We basically are on a fresh start. Like, we put all that fucking with other people in the past. This nigga calls me and tells me, I think I just linked with the girl you was talking about. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, remember the story time you did in your second account? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I think I just linked with her. I'm like, what's her name? The nigga says her name. Cause I didn't tell him her name. The nigga says her name. I'm like, how did you link with her? This nigga tells me Hinge. Hinge. A dating app? A dating app? What? What? You telling me you linking niggas off a dating app? But he tells me that the way that he knew it was her was because she had said the same, because she's a yapper, gang. Like, that motherfucking mouth hole doesn't stop moving. So he said that she was telling him a story, the same story I said in my second account, but from her perspective. So he said he put two together and was like, I heard this story before, and he came back and reported it to me. He was like affirming that that's the story. I'm like, yes, that's her. He was like, I didn't do nothing with her and shit because I realized who she was. Like, I didn't do nothing with her, and I believe the nigga too. I'm pretty sure he didn't do nothing with her. Like, cause trust me, I know. We're not gonna tell you how I know, but I know. I know he didn't do nothing with her, right? So what I did was I asked her. I just said, I didn't ask her about the nigga. I didn't ask her like about the dating app. I simply gave her an ultimatum. And the ultimatum was like, the first text I said, I was like, I know you lied again, but I'm not telling you what I know. She was like, what are you talking about? You know, she's playing stupid. You think you can outlie me? You can't outlie me, dumbass bitch. So she's sitting here telling me like I haven't been doing nothing. Like, the last thing I did was get head from the first day, but I only did that because you said that we was gonna strictly be friends from now on. And ever since then, I realized like we've been taking each other more serious, so I've been calm after that. Lie. So I'm like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. If you can't tell me everything you've been lying about, we are never speaking again. And I like put that on On grams. On grams. Like genuinely, I gave her that ultimatum. I said, if you can't tell me everything you've been lying about, we will never talk again. Like, I was dead ass this time. She was like, I'm gonna just have to take my lies to the grave. Cool. Blocked her. Blocked her immediately. So literally, I think like an hour go by, she texted me off a text now number. She said, unblock me. I'll tell you. I unblocked her. She says, this was the first message she says. She says, I fucked the Quan clone. I didn't know that. Whoa! Whoa! That is not what I wanted you to say. I thought you was gonna tell me about the nigga you linked off a dating app. What? What? Like, cause mind you, the Quan clone, they would just laid up together because they didn't fuck at the school. She said, I fucked him like 2 days ago. That was like December 24th. This conversation we're having was like December 27th. I was with her December 25th. I was with her December 25th. She fucked this nigga December 24th. What? What? Bro, that is not what I wanted to hear. That is not what I thought she was gonna tell me. So I'm like, keep going. I'm like, keep going. What else? She said, I sucked this dick too. Why are you still telling me that shit? Why are you still telling? Like, that's not what I wanted to hear either. Gang. Gang. Gang, 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 gang. I'm like, keep going. She says, and I was off a honey pack with him. What the fuck are you telling me, bro? Like, you still are not telling me the shit that I'm talking about. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, do I even want to say keep going again? But I say keep going. She says, and I linked somebody else. I'm like, who? She tells me, she says, you don't know him. I don't know him. You don't know who I know. She said, what does his name start with? She says the letter of the nigga name. So I'm like, now you're telling me what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? This is what I thought you was going to say. I said, how'd you meet him? She said, at a party. Come on now. You met this nigga off a dating app. But I can't tell her that I know that because my resource is going to be exposed and I still wanted to use him for other reasons down the line. But she lied and said she met him off a party. Little do she know, I already know where you met the nigga. I already know where you met the nigga. You met the nigga off Hinge. What down bad ass thought goes on Hinge and, you know what I'm saying, links the nigga off the first day. What? So, once again, like I said, over winter break, I started to take her serious again. She got demoted from starting point guard to 8th man. And mind you, once that nigga called me and told me that, literally 3 hours later, I was already driving to the next stop, bruh. I literally cracked somebody that same day. Like, bro, I have backups on standby. I was just choosing not to do nothing with them because I was respecting our relationship, not technically relationship, but like, you know, our bondagement that I thought we was getting better, bro. I thought we was not entertaining nobody no more, bro. So that shit went out the window. I caught the backup. I got busy with the backup. You know what I'm saying? So that's December. Bro, I don't know how. Now we're in January. In January, I had went to Texas, right? I had went to Texas because my mom's lives in Texas. So in January, she peeped that like I like stopped messing with her for real. Cause I told her like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just did the utmost weirdest shit you could ever do. Not even. But you know, you just did some more weird shit that I did not fuck with. But at this point, like, our text messages was dry as hell now. Like, she could peep, like, she was peeping that I like was detaching myself from her, and she was basically fiending on my phone, like asking how can I detach from her so easily. What do you mean how? It wasn't hard to when you keep like doing weird shit to me, you know what I'm saying? Cause I stopped doing weird shit in October, into December, and you still doing weird shit to me, bro. So when we got back to school, I was still in contact with her, but I set a boundary. Like the only time we gonna talk, bro, is if we smoking. Like you not spending the night, you not we not on the phone. Like if only time we with each other is if we smoking, bro. Cause once again, only thing she could do was bribe me with weed. I don't know what it was, but I just smoked to get through the college days. Them college days are terrifying, bro. Like I couldn't be there. Like that shit is ass. All right, so like I said, like we had got back to school and I was making sure like she didn't get comfortable again, thinking that she can lay out with me on some shit. Like only time we could do some things is if we smoked. So we got back to school. I'm like, bro, I can finally have a college experience that I want. When I first got here, I don't want to take nobody serious. So I was talking to this girl over winter break. She's irrelevant, but we just gonna call her thick ass light skinned BBW because I'm talking about nigga. Her build, she was built like Mewtwo, bro. Like her shit was stupid fat, gang. Light skin, stupid fat. Like I'm talking about, she jumped that mother, bro. All right. Besides the point, cracked that, but didn't take her serious because I wasn't doing that shit again, bro. I wasn't doing that shit again. But that was January. February comes back around. February comes around. Me and Naruto back on terms. You know what I'm saying? Me and Naruto back like talking to each other. So I've been with Naruto at this point. I've been with Naruto, and mind you, remember Naruto? I probably like before I probably linked her like four times. Like spent the night over her room like 4 times. Nothing ever happened. She had morals until I got lucky one day. I got lucky one day. So Naruto finally lets me, do the do. But before she let me do it, she told me why she wasn't letting me do it at first. And she said the reason like she wasn't letting me do it because she said every time she did, like in the past when she have done stuff with like when she has like had intercourse with people, they always done some weird shit to her after. So she wasn't trying to get her feelings hurt again. And when she told me that, I was like, damn, there's a possibility that I could do some weird shit to her. But I took the risk and I still went through with it. So literally, like, I think it was like the next day or like the next couple days, I was smoking with the bop again, and she asked me, did I crack? Did I crack Naruto? I'm like, because I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar no more. I know how to lie, but I'm not a liar. You know what I'm saying? I told her yeah, and I guess she felt some type of way like that because some I don't know why, but everybody I entertained, she like felt the most envy and jealous of Naruto because she knew that was her replacement. Like if I was to replace her with anybody, it was gonna be with Naruto. So I guess he felt some type of way about that. And I asked her, one, how did you know? Type shit. She tells me that her friend, because I forgot to say this in the beginning, her friends lived on the same floor as Naruto. So she tells me the way that she found out was that her friends seen her get in the shower at a time that she doesn't usually get in a shower. And that was the time after I left her room. So they watched me leave her room, then watched her get in the shower after I left her room. And they put two to two together, like she don't usually get in a shower at this time, so she must just got cracked and wanted to wash off. Bro, that is the weirdest shit ever, bro. So what she does is, once again, I went home someday in February. I don't know why, but as I went home, I get a call from Naruto. She says, "Who the fuck is Blank?" Blank is the Bob. I'm like, are you telling me that she went out her way to text her? Bro. So the bot texts Naruto and literally tells her the falsest thing ever. She says that I cracked her and Naruto in the same day. She said that before I went over there that night to see Naruto, I cracked her that morning. Then she proceeds to tell her that I still have the clap. I got rid of that shit in October. It's February. So she lied and said I cracked both of them the same day and told her that Naruto should go get checked because I have the clap. Yo, Naruto must have blocked me and cut me off in an instant. That shit was saddening, bro. Cause man, oh man, that was some good ass coach, bro. Oh my god, she ruined the fuck out of that, bro. But I'm like, if I'm being honest, Naruto is like the only other person presence I enjoyed with like, cause mind you, like I was entertaining other people, but Naruto was like the only other person presence I enjoyed besides the Bop. So I'm like, bro, if Naruto just cut me off, it's no like getting near her because she had morals, like I said, like she respected herself. And literally the day she told me that every time she do something with a nigga, they do some weird shit, and I just did some weird shit, she wasn't allowing me back with her, bro. So I'm like, my dumb ass puts this scenario. I'm like, I don't really want to start over with nobody. It's February. We leave in May. I'm not about to catch up vibe with nobody in the next 3 months. I might as well just let the bop get back comfortable with me again, bro. So I started getting comfortable with the bop again, bro. But once again, I guess I tried to save her again, and I told her like, you know what I'm saying. We agreed to start a new chapter and like forgive each other for everything. We're in March now, and we also had a talk that like we're gonna start things new. Like this is like the third time we had this talk. We had this talk like we're gonna start things new, and we gonna forgive each other for everything. When we had that talk, like we was still vibing with each other, but we weren't doing nothing on an intimate level because I couldn't do that shit, bro. Like my body still wasn't spiritually healed, so we was pretty much like just enjoying each other's presence without sex and shit. Like I really couldn't even kiss her for her no more. Like I just felt like my body felt a disgust for her, and eventually my mind wasn't fucking with her spiritually either. At a point, like it was like it was like every little thing she did, it was just annoying and it was pissing me off. But for some reason, I still couldn't cut her off for the sake that it was in like 2 months left of school and I didn't want to find nobody else to fuck with. Plus, it was free smoke sections, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take what I could get, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the month of March, it was really just nothing but like petty arguments, nothing too serious. But like looking back on that shit was draining as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like mentally draining. So like we didn't like, it was, you know, the term y'all argue like a married couple. That's basically what we was doing. Like it was like constant arguments, but it was also like good vibes and the same thing. But at least we weren't fucking other people. You know what I'm saying? At least we was still like, you know what I'm saying? At least we were still just each other. You know what I'm saying? We were still doing just us. But I gained another pet peeve by her, and it was her time management. Like she would tell me like she wanted to like she was gonna be ready at a certain time and some more shit, but she was never like, bro. I just found everything wrong with her, bro. Like she couldn't time manage. She always played victim. She was a liar. She was a manipulator. She was a gaslighter, and she also had FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. Like she would literally attend every single fucking party the school had, right? So peep, it was one night she rolled a blunt for me before she went to a party because she said like she didn't want me to be sober while she was high and drunk, knowing like I wanted to be high too. You know what I'm saying? So she rolled a blunt for me. Like she rolled a blunt for me, and on that same night, that's when the big booty light skin that I cracked when I first got back texted me. So I guess the big booty light skin to go to the party. So I'm like, tell me if this is a bad idea. So this is what I think. I promise you, I wasn't on no weird shit. So the big booty light skin and my roommate was there too. So I sent that nigga to the lounge, bro. I had that nigga in the lounge for like a couple hours. I didn't even crack her, right? I didn't even crack her because once again, I genuinely did not want to do no more fuck shit to her. Like we was on good terms. She didn't do nothing to me. I wasn't doing nothing with her. Like I genuinely just smoked with the big booty light skin. And I told her, I literally told her I was going to smoke with her. But what I said was, I said that the big booty light skin was gonna bring her own weed to smoke, and we just gonna smoke her weed. And she brought her own weed, like she dead ass brought her own weed. So in my mind, I think to myself, I'm gonna save the blunt that the bot rolled for me and have the big booty light skin roll her weed and her blunt, so that way we can smoke her weed and we still got the blunt that you roll that we can smoke together. You know what I'm saying? Is that not logical? I'm gonna use the big booty light skin for her weed, and we still gonna save our weed that we can smoke together. That was my mindset, and that's what happened. But I guess she had a problem with that, like that she had a problem that I was smoking with somebody else. But I guess you can kind of have a problem with that. But knowing me, if I told you something, I'm not gonna do something. I'm not gonna do it. Like I wasn't lying. Like I genuinely was using her for her weed. that way we could save hours. So once again, I guess she had a problem with that, and it could be justified and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. So after the big booty light skin left, the bot came back from the party, and she takes the blunt. She takes the blunt back, and she leaves, and she goes smokes it with her friends. Like, damn. I didn't even do nothing with Shorty. Like, I genuinely saved the blunt for us, but you just stole it and took it back. And I'm like, all right. At this point, it's weird energy from like both ends, and she basically telling me like I don't have to keep leading her on anymore. And I'm like, what am I leading you on to? I already told you like I don't see myself in a relationship with you at this moment. Like from like as much as the shit like you didn't put me through, the hope is at complete zero. Like I just wanted to make sure she done doing fuck shit so I can trust her. Like I'm not about to get in a relationship with you and I don't have no type of trust. And it was like every time I confronted her with a problem I had, she would immediately just try to cut me off, saying like we could be done instead of talking it out and communicating. And like that just always made me assume like you want to cut me off this easily, like so you can go be with somebody else. So you know what I'm saying? I don't get how you like if I have a problem, how are you the one trying to leave? You know what I'm saying? So I was peeping how easily she was trying to leave, and I was like assuming somebody else was in the picture, and she was like, "It's not." So I'm like, "Cool." So I'm like, "Then why the fuck? Whenever you got a problem with me, and I address it and try to fix it, the roles be reversed, and I'm the problem, and you try to leave." Then she says, "Fine, I'll just have to tell you the truth." Here we go again. Here we go again. I don't even know what fucking time this is, bro. What? She says, "Fine, I have to tell you the truth." She proceeds to say to my face, "I went over Pat's room again, and he gave me head, and I spent the night." I don't know if you think like I just like if you think I'm some type of dumbass, but I know that nigga didn't just give you head. Ain't no nigga just finna up and just give another female head that knows she fucking with other niggas, bro. That nigga cracked. I'm not stupid. I know that nigga cracked. But I had no evidence of that, so I couldn't really accuse her for letting that nigga crack. But here's another thing. I didn't really give a fuck that nigga gave her head, cause I didn't get her head. Like I didn't give her head. Like I was like I don't eat coochie, and I damn sure wasn't eating hers. You know what I'm saying? Especially not from all the shit you was doing with other niggas. Like, but the problem I had was that it's the same nigga you keep going back to. Like you must want to be with that nigga, so go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the problem was not that she got head from the nigga. It was the problem that it's the same nigga. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if you want to be with that nigga, then go do it. She like, what do you mean? I don't want to be with him. Like, if you want to cut me off, I mean, if you want me to cut him off, then I will. I'm like, one, I'm not about to tell you to cut no other nigga off. Like, that's up to you if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, why am I telling you to cut another man off? That makes me look like I'm insecure and have a problem with this nigga. I have no problem with that nigga. If you genuinely don't want to be with that nigga, you will cut him off yourself. So I said, it's up to you. You do it. All she said was okay. I don't know if she cut him off or yet. At that moment, I don't know if she cut him off or yet. So we just moved past it. Until one day, I guess this was like the day. I think this was literally the next day. She told me like that she went over there and got head. The next day, the bitch tried to come in my room with the nigga shirt on. She tried to come in my room with the nigga shirt on. I swear to God, this is exactly how this shit played out. I promise you. This is exactly how this shit played out. She must have tried to walk in my room with the nigga shirt on. I said, hold on. Whose shirt is that? She said, are you serious? I said, you trying to come in my room after you just... The nigga gave you a shirt and you trying to come in my room with that shit on? I swear to God, I must have pushed the bitch out the room and closed the door, gang. She deadass tried to come in my room with the nigga shirt on, bro. The next day. So, I'm like, what do you mean you just tried to come in my room with the nigga shirt on? Like, she tried to plead her way back, saying, like, it wasn't that deep. But, like, I was not letting that shit slide. Like, I'm gonna put, like, in the YouTube video, I'm gonna put the screenshots up. Like, I was not letting that shit slide, bro. But the next day, I woke up and I wasn't really tripping about it no more. What do I be doing, bro? What the fuck do I be doing? Why was I not holding grudges with her, bro? I don't know what I was doing, bro. But once again, I like woke up the next day, not tripping no more, and I let her slide back in my presence. You know what I'm saying? I guess like since I was like high most of the time throughout the college year, like I just had like mood swings or some shit. I was having a lot of mood swings, but like most of the shit she was doing, like I did not care. Like 4 days later of her telling me that she got hair from the nigga, and after she tried to come in my room with his shirt on the next day, I seen a nigga at the gym and shit. No, you said I was in love. I promise you I wasn't in love. I know when I have feelings for a female. I wasn't in love. I know what it was. Like I genuinely had hella lust, bro. Like that throat like possessed me. I swear to God, the throat and the weed possessed the hell out of me. Like I was saying, I seen a nigga at the gym, and I remember like most of like once, remember how I said Naruto lived on her friend's floor. It was times when she was on the same floor as Naruto, and she would take a picture of her and be like, "I see your girlfriend." So I trolled her the same way. I seen a nigga at the gym, and I took a picture of him, and I was trolling her. I was like, "Yo, nigga up here." She must have responded to the picture. Was like, "He looks so good today with the moan emoji." All right, hold on, 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 hold on. You can't troll the troll. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I took that shit to heart. I'm like, bro, hold on. That shit wasn't even funny. I guess the bitch must have tried to play that joke too soon. Like you just got head from this nigga. I don't even know if you cracked him or not, but you got head from this nigga. Now you talking about he look good. So I low key took that shit to heart, and I was like, I was saying like once again, if you want to go be with that nigga, then be him. But I was like dead ass this time. Like she tried to saying like she was playing, but I'm like, gang, that shit weird as hell. Knowing you just did some shit with this nigga. I'm like, you obviously got feelings for him, so I'll politely exit myself from this equation. She tried to gaslight me and flipping the script, bringing up Naruto and what I did with her. Bro, I haven't seen her in like 2 months. This shit don't have shit to do with her. So I was peeping how she constantly flips the script on me whenever she's in the wrong, and that shit like kept throwing me into a spiral. And I literally like I was at the gym and I told her, bro, I'm like, once I get back from the gym, bro, you gotta get all your shit out of my room and go. Like I'm dead ass this time. Like, you have to get the fuck out. So she says, okay. And literally, when I got back from the gym, I told her like, I'm back. Like, come get your shit and leave. So she comes over, she grabs all her shit, and she said, come get your stuff out of my room too. I'm like, one, what do I have in your room? I don't have none in your room. She like, you got a shirt. I'm like, you can bring it to me. She like, no, I'm gonna throw it away then. Come get it. I'm like, all right, hold on. You're not gonna throw shit of mine away. So I come get the shirt. So when I come in her room and grab the shirt, I'm walking back to the door. She stands in the middle of the door. I'm like, bro, we are not about to do this. So she stands in the middle of the door and won't let me leave. So I try to get around her, and I'm not putting my hands on her, but I'm trying to like reach for the door. She slaps my hand. She's like, you really trying to leave? I'm like, yes. Nigga, what the fuck? Yes. She like, it was a joke. Like, I really don't want to leave. Like, I don't want to be with him. Like you the one I'm always with. How do I want to go be with him? You just was with the nigga. What do you mean you don't want to be with him? And this is not the first time you were with the nigga. So, I kid you not. She locked me in that room for 2 hours. 2 hours. I went and I left the gym at 8 o'clock. I went to go get food, and I got my shit out of her room at 9:30. I was in that room for up to 11:30, hearing her cry, scream, and begging me how she don't want to be with that nigga and want to be with me. I kid you not. All that shit went in one ear and out the other. Like, literally telling her, like, you doing all this crying like you not gonna see the nigga again. I stay by myself, I don't like to be social. Got one bit from Cali, got one from New York. That must be you. Anyway, she said that she doing, how do I get her out of here? I get her out! Mod banner! Mod banner! Banner mods! Banner mods! Mod banner! Banner! Mods, get her out! Mods! Yo! Yo! Either way it go, beep. Yo! Yo! Either way it go. Like, that shit not stopping me from saying my story, nigga. The shorty was literally crying and begging me to stay, bro. Like, that shit's going in one ear and out the other, bro. I'm literally telling her, like, you doing all this crying, like, you not gonna go see the nigga again. She like, no, I'm not, I promise. So I'm like, okay, how many times you really see him before you told me about it? She tells me she was over there like 5 times since we been back from winter break. Like, the times in like January when we wasn't talking for real. So I'm like, okay. But she also tells me that back in August, when we first got here, like, she cheated on her boyfriend with me. Which I already figured because the nigga told me that that nigga was going out with her. So I already put together that she cheated on me, and I mean, she cheated on him with me. So I'm like, so you telling me I just lost the only other female I had interest with, which is Naruto, to be laid up with you, and you was fucking me and that nigga at the same time? So I tried to leave again, tried to leave the room again, you know, not trying to hear that shit, trying to leave the room again. And I kept trying to leave, but she wouldn't let me. And I guess she reached her like breaking point from all that screaming and crying to the point where like I was probably standing like right here, and she was at the door, and she yanked the door open and screamed at the top of her lungs while crying. She like, if you wanna leave, then you can leave. Like, get out. Bro, I don't know what the fuck it was, but like, one, close the damn door, cause they gonna think I'm touching you and hurting you. Like, hell no, cause like she was screaming like, cause when I was trying to leave the room and shit, she was like, get off of me and shit. So now the door's wide open. Them niggas gonna think like I'm trying to touch her and shit. So when I seen her do that, like to the point, like reach her breaking point and shit, bro, I don't know if like my dumbass must have looked her in her eyes and felt sympathy for her or something, bro. But my dumbass let her back in my presence again after that shit, gang. Oh my god. Literally, and I let her spend the night with me the same day. I truly believe that after them 2 hours of her begging me not to leave and telling me that I shouldn't be worried about this nigga, I thought she was gonna be genuine from this point on. So fast forward a week later, remember how I said she has a fear of missing out? She had went to this party, and I seen her on a YouTube video, because you know niggas be recording the YouTube videos at the party. I seen her on the YouTube videos like shaking ass and letting the nigga slap her ass. Not that nigga, but like, you know, letting niggas at the party slap on her ass. I didn't really give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, it's not my bitch, and I already, you know, I already expected the shit to happen at this point. So once again, didn't really give a fuck. But at the towards the end of April, she basically asked me like, what do I have to offer for her in the future? So I was honest. I was basically telling her like, as of right now, I don't want to be in no relationship with you at all, but I want to be next to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I wanted to be with like around her still, but I just didn't want no relationship. But I guess I wanted her around, you know, to thug the rest of this month out for school, because you know time went by faster with her around. I keep it a buck. Time went by faster with her around, and she was getting me through the college, like the college time. Like, if without her, the college experience my shit would have been dry as hell. If I would have stopped, if I would have cut her off at that moment, like the rest of that month would have been dry as shit. Cause I wasn't texting nobody else new for the last month. Like that shit wasn't gonna happen. So I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship, but I really like, I want to be next to you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So she started responding with like some weird energy. So I'm like, you gonna leave? Like type shit. Like, why is she the one leaving? You know what I'm saying? Why is she gonna be the one leaving? So she says like, eventually, yes, I'm gonna leave. So I'm like, cool. But did you not just beg me for 2 hours not to leave you yet? But you just said that you gonna eventually leave me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, once again, some nigga had to start texting you and you feeling him. So she said, no, it's not that. I'm like, all right. So I just brushed it off, and we continue fucking with each other like we had before, just spending the night and shit. We not hunching, we not kissing, none of that, because my body's not allowing that. Like, once again, I just fuck with her presence at this point. So here's where y'all gonna think I'm a dumbass. It was one night when we was sleeping together, and she was asleep, and I had took some videos of us, you know, like while she was asleep on some cute shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like she was like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like I was taking videos of us while we was sleeping together. Like she was sleeping, I was still up, and I was taking videos like how she was sleeping on me and shit. So I'm like, bro, I was looking at you, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of look slight together, like, literally the next day, she texted me, like she didn't even know I had those videos. The next day, she texted me saying, Quincy, we don't look cute together. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? So I like, I don't know if why I like that. Like it made me tweak out a little bit considering like what I just did, taking the videos and shit. Like now you saying Quincy, we don't look cute together. Like that shit is crazy, gang. So we got into an argument and I forgot what exactly was said, but I just remember her saying like she was getting bored of me, which is kind of reasonable knowing that because once again I wasn't doing nothing intimate with her. Like it was just smoke sessions, spend a night slumber parties, and us being around each other. So my dumbass decides to say, since you're getting bored, how about we start going on dates when we get out of school? Why would I offer that shit to her? You know what I'm saying? Why would I offer taking her out on dates after she's been doing all this fucked up shit to me? You know what I'm saying? But it was just, I guess it was a lust thing or whatever. So I don't know what got me into, like, I don't know what got into me, but like, I start taking her serious. And I guess, like, once again, I have a thing for females who don't want me. So I was trying to make her want me like she did before because I was peeping like she was getting ready to walk out because, like, I wasn't giving her what she wanted. So we start discussing and scheduling dates for when we get out of school and go back home because you know it wasn't shit to do for around our campus. So that was at the end of April. So now we're in May. Last month. So now we're in May. And we get out of school on May 10th. So like May 4th, she asked me this random ass question, basically like asking me who I want between her and all the other people I used to talk to. Weird out of the blue ass question. So I'm like, what you mean? She like, I don't, I'm like, what you mean? And I say like, I want you. She like, I don't want that because you don't please me enough. And what she meant by that was like, I don't eat her coochie because like all we really do when we do intimate shit is she'll give me head and I'll crack. So she said I didn't please her enough, and I guess that's what she meant by it was getting boring too, because of course like I get like females want to be pleased too, but you wasn't getting that shit from me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? After you were doing that fucked up shit, you weren't getting that shit from me. So whenever she used to ask to give like for me to give her head, I was always declined for like two reasons. One is because the shit you did in the past, like what the fuck do I look like putting my lips down there after I know the shit that you recently did? And two, she had butterfly lips. Okay? If you don't know what butterfly lips is on a coochie, look it up. So she had butterfly lip coochie, and I'll be honest, I was confused by looking at it. Like I was like, bro, I don't know how to eat that shit. Like I only ate coochie 4 times in my life, and the 4 coochies I ate, it was regular. It like the diagram of a regular drawn coochie. Like her shit looked like it was level difficulty hard to please. So I wasn't finna put that shit on my lips and act like I knew what I was doing when I looking at it, I knew I wasn't gonna know what I was doing. So I wasn't finna embarrass myself, you know what I'm saying? So I told her why I didn't please her, but I only told her the second reason. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. The shit's old. Like the nigga, the 4 is a long time ago. It was a long time ago. So she basically started accusing me of like lying to her, saying that I told her I don't give head because I'm not good at it. I'm like, no, I never said that. I just told you I don't eat coochie in general. But the real reason was because yo shit like look different and it's confusing. So she started getting pressed and made like pressed about it and said that I made her feel insecure, which is highly understandable. Like I ain't gonna lie, like rethinking about it, like that shit can make a female insecure about what I just said. So I felt bad, and my stupid ass decides to genuinely look up her type of coochie so I can study it and please her. So boom, we move past that conflict. we're not we're gonna move past that conflict and on to better things. So fast forward 2 days later, guess what? Another party comes around. And guess who's going? You know, she's not gonna miss a single party. So so she's going to the party. And of course, I'm not going because once again, like I wasn't really too much of a party person because my friend group stopped going to parties because they got locked in. So I was the only one like not having a relationship, and they stopped going to parties because they was locked in. So I didn't go to that party. And keep this in mind, she went to the party and I didn't go. So 2 days later, She texts me out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, after that party. 2 days later, after that party, she texts me out of nowhere and says, I don't want to lie anymore. Here we go again, bro. Here we go again. Like, can we have a counter for this type of shit? Like, I don't even know how many times she even said this shit, gang. Like, what number counter are we on, bro? So here we go again. She tells me that her friend group and Pat friend group pre-gamed before the party, and after the party she was drunk and she went back with him again. I swear to God, on everything I love, I read the message and I had no reaction. Like, my heart didn't drop at nothing. I didn't feel mad. I didn't feel sad. I wasn't concerned. I didn't care because I genuinely knew that shit was gonna happen. Like, you just begged me 2 hours in a room saying you wasn't gonna do nothing with this nigga, that you don't want to be with this nigga, and I'm literally saying, like, bro, you act like you're not gonna go see this nigga again. And what happened? You seen the nigga again. Wow, huge shocker. Not like I didn't see that one coming. But one problem that I did have was, like, why did you lock me in that room for 2 hours basically telling me not to worry about this nigga just to go fuck him again? She proceeds to tell me because I was drunk and wanted head and I knew you wasn't gonna give it to me. Damn right I wasn't. But first off, like, you're right, but damn. Talk about a gaslighter, you know what I'm saying? That's your reason? That's your reason? You act like you couldn't go touch yourself. When I'm horny, I go in the bathroom and yank my shit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, from this point forward, call me stupid if you want to, but I did stop her from spending a night with me, but I was still letting her smoke and be in my presence for, like, limited time. And, like, once this was like a rerun of what happened in, like, January. Like, we was only smoking at this point, and after the smoke session, I, like, was kicking her out and, like, not letting her stay, and she was calling me weird for that. But, like, how the fuck am I weird for that? Like, why would I let you stay in my bed after you just fucked the nigga you basically told me not to worry about? You know what I mean? So on the last day of school, wait, was it the last day of school? I think it was like the second to last day of school. But before we went home, we had one more talk about us, like, in the future. And at first, it went to shit. And I mean, like, literally, like, she tried to swing on me type shit, nigga. Not gonna lie, she did swing on me, bro. But I ate that shit. I could've whacked her shit, but she swung on me. And, like, I ate that shit. But, like, I don't remember why she swung on me. But she swung on me and it connected. But we continued to talk. And she told me, like, everything, like, I didn't know, like, from the beginning of time. And once again, I found out some new shit. Found out that, like, she kissed some Mexican girl in a closet at a party. It was just some weird shit. It was like, how down bad and uncontrollable are you of your temptations? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it get that bad? But guess what? I end up letting her spend the night with me again. You know what I'm saying? I ended up letting her spend the night with me again. I think this was on, like, the second to last day of school. So fast forward, we're finally out of school. Like, the first week out of school, we was linking. We linked, like, twice. And not gonna lie, the shit was off, bro. The vibe was off. Like, it was just strictly, like, a smoke session, couple talks, watch the YouTube video. I go home. Like, I went, like, and, like, we was on the same bed, but we wasn't, like, nowhere near each other on the bed. Like, I had to, like, reach back to pass Shorty the blunt because I didn't want to be that close to her. Like, my body just felt like weird energy from being next to her, bro. And I peeped that after I left one day, she texted me saying, like, do you ever see us being in a relationship? And I'm like, to be honest with you, gang, no, bro. You done did too much shiesty shit to me that I wouldn't even do to myself. Like, I can't do that shit to myself. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like, on some first link type vibe. Like, that's what it was. She was like, cool, because I got a boyfriend. What? I'm like, who? She says, you know who. Seeing that message, she's been blocked on everything since. That shit was like 2.5 weeks ago. Throughout the end of the story, to wrap the story up, the nigga she told me not to worry about, she ended up locking in with that nigga. The day after I was with her. And like I said, she's been blocked on everything since, and I haven't spoke to her since. She's been spamming me to unblock her and begging me and pleading me to unblock her. I could put the screenshots on the screen, but, you know, I'm not that grimy type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She tried to say, like, she was just playing. She was just playing. But nah, Nah, I took that excuse and I finally found a way to set myself free, nigga. I finally found a way to set myself free. I took that as go ahead. You got a boyfriend. I don't wanna break up no happy home, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I finally set myself free. She's been blocked on that. She's been blocked ever since that day. And on my life, I will never speak to her again. And by the way, this is not important, but me and that nigga used to follow each other, and I went to go unfollow the nigga. He already unfollowed me and removed me as a follower, so me and that nigga was already on the same type timing. Jesus, man. And my battery died. Amen. Good night.